What even is instability? Well, I can tell you, I wrote it. Hi, my name is Fallon Buchholz, and I wrote this show, as you can see, written by me. So let's talk about it because, well, I want to. First off, let's talk about the easy part. People want to know this stuff when they're looking for a new show. This show can be compared to a couple other shows, but let's start with How I Met Your Mother. This was actually the inspiration for me to start writing the show. I thought The Unreliable Narrator was a really great place to start, and that's where I started, with The Unreliable Narrator. The show is also about a group of friends. It's about telling a story from the future. We meet our main characters in 2031, and then we tell a story about 11 years earlier than that. And it's comedic. We got love triangles. This is similar to How I Met Your Mother. And a blast-off director of a film festival, blast-off, told me that too. So he caught on to my inspiration. Then we have Girls HBO. I already said that. Let's learn why it's similar. It's dramatic. This is a dramedy show, so that makes sense. It centers on a group of girlfriends. While there are people of multiple genders in this show, it centers on the three main women. There's character growth stories. While Girls doesn't have character growth for every character, it's pretty similar in Instability, except we'll probably give more character growth to more characters. And then we have Overcompensating, a newer show. Set in college. So is Instability. Gay. Instability is also gay. A little bit more the other way around. Sapphic. And it's a comedy show. Just like I said. Except it's dramedy. Instability is at least. Are you interested yet? I sure hope so. Let's learn some more. Oh, and again, love triangles. The synopsis. I'm going to read this to you, even though I know you can read. I don't want to sit here weirdly while you read it. Instability follows three young women in two different timelines as their 2031 selves reminisce about their college years. However, their memories are interpreted through a third party, sitting across from at the diner they have reunited at. Joe, the third party from across the diner from them, envisions younger Hannah, younger Claudia, and younger Fiona, learning more about themselves and each other. Instability tells relatable stories of learning who you are and who you can be, including being queer, being polyamorous, and being independent. Instability prides itself on not queerbaiting and giving queer characters happy stories with that pinch of reality in there. Instability is a funny, original, and relatable show that gives the audience a slice of life. Want to watch it yet? I think you should want to watch it. So let's meet Fiona. Fiona is one of our main characters. She's a Leo. She's a writer. She loves a dirty iced chai with almond milk. She's bubbly and dramatic. And she's played by the one and only Ella Ashlyn. Ella Ashlyn has an IMDb page. The IMDb page shows that she has 1 win and 1 nomination total. However, I'm pretty sure it's more than that, just not everything's been uploaded to there. I'm pretty sure it's more than that for all of our actors. We have great actors, but I don't know for sure. Should have asked. This is, in fact, her Pinterest board. And I'll show you this laptop one more time to show you her playlist. You cannot find her Pinterest board very easily, and I would not recommend looking for it. It contains spoilers, and if you want to find the playlist, though, you should be able to find it by going to any of our social media pages and clicking on those blue things in our bios. Let's meet our next character. One of our main three, Claudia, played by the one and only Ellie Mungo. Also has an IMDb page. And a playlist that you can find. I promise you can find it. And a Pinterest board that you should not find. Please don't find it. If you do, keep your mouth shut. Thanks. And Claudia is a Taurus. She's an artist. She loves an ice cold Dr. Pepper. Who doesn't? She's sarcastic and witty and a beautiful, amazing character that I love writing and I love seeing Ellie bring to life. We have Hannah, who's played by the one and only Bailey Seafeld. Also has an IMDb page. And a Pinterest board. Don't look for it. And a playlist. You should check out the playlist. I promise you can find it. Want to learn more about Hannah? She's a Capricorn, an artist, a linguist. She loves a caramel coffee, she's a mediator, and she's sweet. And also a great character to get to know. Then we have Zayden, played by the one and only Colton Krieger, who also has an IMDb page. And a Pinterest board. And a playlist. I'm going to do this 3 more times. For all the characters in the pilot. He's a Virgo. Pre-med student. Kind. A man written by women. He loves a strawberry lemonade. And he's adaptable. And he's a pretty cool character. And I think you should definitely tune in to watch him. We have Dennis. Played by the one and only Elijah Nash. Who also has an IMDb page. And a Pinterest board. Don't look for it. Actually, if you see that one, it's not that big of a deal. And a playlist. Let's get to know Dennis, shall we? He's an Aquarius, a business major, a piner, a yearner, if you will. Loves an ice cold Coke, and he's very determined. And he's a very interesting, complicated character that people will hopefully soften for as time goes on. Just kidding. Joe, played by Dave Bourgeois. I don't think that's how you pronounce it, but I learned to spell it recently, so now pronouncing it's the next thing. Joe has an IMDb page. Well, Dave has an IMDb page about being Joe. And a Pinterest board. And a playlist. And let's learn about Joe. He's the narrator of our show. He's an author. He's a coffee lover. An Aries. And he's funny. And he loves to gossip. And you're going to love him. You're going to love him. So tune in. Then we have Melissa. Played by Aim Mills. Aim Mills has an IMDb page that currently does not show the right name because I tried to change it 4 times today and it didn't go through. Then we have the Pinterest board and the playlist, which I'm sure you're sick of hearing me say. Melissa's the server. She's sassy. She's a Scorpio. And she's funny. And you're going to love her character too. And I can't wait for you to meet her. So what now? What do we talk about now? I give you a breakdown of the characters, the plot, when it's coming out. November 23rd, by the way, if you missed it. But what happens the day after November 23rd? Alright. We're launching a Kickstarter. And we need your help. Because we want to finish filming season 1. And to do that, we need to raise money. So first, let me give you an explanation. Our Kickstarter is currently set to hopefully raise $2,000. The reason it's set at $2,000 is because Kickstarter's all or nothing. So if we were to set it higher and raise $2,000 out of whatever we wanted to hit, we would not raise that $2,000 because we wouldn't be able to take only the portion of what we raise. It's all or nothing. So the true goal is to raise $40,000. That is the minimum amount that I believe we could get away with finishing with. Because I am good at saving money for our creative endeavors, and I've been using a lot of my own money for props and equipment and wardrobe, and I'm okay with that. I really am. The problem is I don't make enough money to compensate my cast and crew. And compensation is so necessary if we want to actually finish filming before my cast and crew is too old to play their characters. So we're launching a Kickstarter that says that we're raising $2,000, but we're really hoping for $40,000. But you know what's cool about Kickstarter? You get rewards. Let me tell you about them. First, we have the personal thank you email for $1. I will send you a personal thank you email and probably stroke your ego a little bit. So that's only for $1. Keep in mind what you will get for just $1. Then we have the Instability sticker, which would cost you $3. You get a sticker. You pay $3, you get a sticker that says, "Can I get your birth chart?" with a picture of our main cast. I think that's a good one. Leave the special thanks on social media. Another place where I could probably stroke your ego. For $5, you can get a special thanks / shout out on social media. You can tell me something that you want people to know about. I'll mention it in my special thank you to you. You making your own series? I'll tell them. You writing a book? I'll tell them. You want people to tell you happy birthday this year? I'll tell them. And then on this slide, our final one on this slide, is the Melissa. This one you get that special thanks on social media and a prop from episode 2 that we already shot. It's the trainee button that our wonderful castmate Aim wore in episode 2. That's only $7, but there's only one of these, so if you want this one, make sure you snatch it. Next up, we have a special thanks on social media, stroking your ego, and a digital dark liquor recipe. That is called the Dennis. You can get that one for $8. With a special thanks and an email reminder every week for 2 months that you deserve better. That one's called the Claudia. Then we have the special thanks and the email reminder every week for 2 months to learn your language. Open the book, open the app, learn. If you use Duolingo, we highly recommend you change due to their AI first policies because we don't condone AI, but we also don't judge. Last, we have the Joe, which gets you that special thanks and a digital Dunkin' gift card. It's called a Cup of Joe. I don't know, a Kickstarter, just to be a little cute, you know? That one's $15. And the Hannah and Claudia are both $12. Then we have another one that we only have a few of. This one, there's only 3. It's a special thanks and a pride flag. We call this tier the ally tier. Then we have the Fiona. You get the special thanks on social media and a digital horoscope every week for 2 weeks. The pride flag is $20 and the digital horoscope is $25. Then for $30, you have special thanks on social media and a shirt worn on set, our Ophelia College t-shirts that our older characters wear to the diner. And then we have the special thanks on social media and designing your own behind the scenes t-shirt. We send you the photos, you design a shirt, we order it, and we ship it to you. $40. And then we have the special thanks on social media, and you can design the Ophelia College basketball jersey. What would happen with that is that you'd design it, we'd have it made, we'd have it sent to you, we'd credit it to you, and we'd put it in the show. And that would be $60. Then we have the foodie. This one includes a special thanks on social media, and you'll get gift certificates to 2 of the places that we filmed on set. And one of those being Mim's Charcoal Grill in Menasha, Wisconsin, which is on the top 10 places to get a burger in Wisconsin. So you're going to want to get in on that. Then we have the pre-production team tier. In this one, you get a special thanks on social media, autographed copies of the episode 1 and 2 of season 1, scripts, and a clip from the read-through. Then we have the actor tier. In this one, you get a video message from set, and you get to be an extra on set. And the first one is $60, the college basketball jersey. The gift certificates are $75. The pre-production team is $100, and the actor is $150. Then we have the production team, which you get a video message from set and an on-set experience. Come see us work our magic, and that one's $200. And then we have an exclusive one only for one person. Only one person can get this one. It's autographed scripts and a video message from set. And here's why it's only one person can get this one. You do get autographed copies of episode 1 and 2, but you also get the autographed first draft of the pilot, the skeleton of the first draft. I only have one of those because it's written in a notebook, so only one person gets it. And then for $260, you can be credited as an associate producer in episodes 3 through 12 on both IMDb and the credits of the episodes. And for $350, we have a secret reward, which you can only know if you back the project. Sorry. And then same with the associate producer, we have a co-producer credit. It's the same things you'll get, but it's for $390. And then same with executive producer. For $515, you will have that. Same thing, except your credit is executive producer. And then we have the marketer, which means your product in the show for $1,000. We will put your product in. We'll find a way to have it in, no matter what your product is. And if it's ice cream, specifically if Ben and Jerry are watching, we'd really love to work with you, Ben and Jerry. Let's look to the next slide, because let's talk stretch goals. As I said, it's set at 2,000, but we're hoping for 40. So if we make 3,000, we'll give behind-the-scene calendars to all backers. If we make it to 4,000, we'll do a live video chat with available cast and crew members, and that'll be one to however many of us there are at that time. And then for $5,000, behind-the-scenes playing cards for all backers. And then for $10,000, we'll send autographed actor posters to all backers. You'll get to pick 2 actors that you want. And for $40,000, a DVD of the first season to all backers. Why us? You can find this on Kickstarter, but I'm going to read to you again because I don't want to sit here awkwardly, as many people don't want to do. As I have asked many of my cast and crew, why should people watch or care about this show? First off, it is unique, and the concept of it is new to a lot of people. With the unique perspective of storytelling, it is also a queer-led and women-led production about queer people and women. This show is also completely independent of any production company. What has already been done has been done by people involved simply because they are passionate about it, and that passion shows on set, on screen, in our pre-production meetings, and in even our messages to each other. And let's talk about more reasons to fall in love with this show and keep up with us and help us make it. We have more characters to introduce. It's not just about these 3. In the future, you'll meet Callie, Fiona's bar date. Melanie, Fiona's sort of ex-girlfriend. Cora, Fiona's childhood best friend. Wow, these are really starting to feel like they're just about Fiona. Then we have Marshall, Fiona's future love interest. Okay, cool. Now we have Angeli, Claudia's friend. Alexis, Hannah's friend from a study abroad meeting. Adam, Claudia's ex-boyfriend. CJ, Claudia's twin sister. June, Fiona's younger sister. There are more characters to talk about too. You'll get to meet them, some fun side characters, some comedic relief characters, and we're excited for you to meet everybody that we bring in. And then we encourage shipping. A lot of people recently seem to not be into the idea of shipping. Like when it's a rare pair or a crack ship or something that you just think is not realistic, we encourage that. And you can see that on our TikTok because we've already made crack ships of our own characters. So rare pair, canon, non-canon, we want you to ship. But you kind of have to be able to watch more episodes than just the pilot to be able to ship. So we're really hoping that you can help us make this so you can make up whatever ship you want. Here's some more reasons. We put in the work ourselves for years with barely any budget. We're putting in hard work for no reward. Imagine what we would do for a reward. I'm just kidding. We would do it because we love art. But I just want to tell you how much more work we can put in, how much more consistent we can be with a budget, how much more passion and time we can put into it when we don't have to focus on just working and then 2 days of filming and then working or school or other things going on in our lives, which all will still be happening. But with a budget, it makes such a significant difference for people to take off work to come work on an indie film when they know they're being compensated. And if I could pay that with my own money, trust me, I would. No one is telling us what to do with our characters. This is completely our story. We're telling it together. I'm telling it as a writer and director. My actors are telling it as actors. Even my crew is helping when they think of an idea, and I am listening, and we're making changes as we go, if it's important, if it makes sense, if it's better. And we're working as a team. Gay. That's why you should watch, because it's gay. Queer characters. Original ideas. I have never seen this type of story be told on TV. I have never, ever seen the concept of this kind of unreliable narrator. This is like the final boss of unreliable narrators. No bearing of the gays. Literally, we're not even going to kill any characters off. Like, that's not this kind of show. We're not doing that. It's not happening. Again, women and queer people wrote, directed, produced, acted, and were crew of this show. This show is mostly ran by women and queer people. It's not just women and queer people, but it's mostly women and queer people. This show is not made by man. Original music in the soundtrack. Art made for art. Beautiful, awesome artists making music to be in this show. Local to Wisconsin. If you're a Wisconsinite, this is pretty cool, right? Like, you get to see something be made in your backyard. But if you're not from Wisconsin, well, let me remind you what Wisconsin gave you. Willem Dafoe, Mark Ruffalo, Marissa Bode, and more. And more. And you know other show that's based in Wisconsin? Even though this show's not based in Wisconsin, we're just making it in Wisconsin. That 70s show's based in Wisconsin. That's a pretty good show. People like that show. And even with minimal funding, we'll probably still get more done than people with huge budgets. I'm talking to you, guy who wrote Euphoria. Couldn't figure out how to write the last season. No. I'm almost done writing season 2, and we're not done filming season 1. We have plans. We have integrity. We have passion. What we need is money, and we're hoping for help. And that's why I'm making this video. Please come check us out on social media. On November 23rd, we will be posting our pilot episode to YouTube. And before that, we're going to do some promo. This is part of the promo. We'll have some promo from our premiere party. If you're local to Wisconsin or you want to make a trip, we are having a premiere party November 16th, 2025, 4 p.m. at Time Community Theater at 4 p.m. in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. We will be premiering the pilot. It's free. There are concessions way cheaper than Marcus Theaters, and we'll have a donation box if you want to donate there. We'll have our Kickstarter. We have a GoFundMe. We have all sorts of things that you could help us out with. If you don't have money to help and you want to come to the show, just come to the show. It's free. Talk about it, post about it, share stuff. That is helpful too, which is why I'm telling you to come follow us on the social media. We do have a YouTube. Our YouTube is at Instability TV, TEVE. VEE. That sounds so weird. Instability TV, Instability TEEVEE. We do have a TikTok, Instability TV, just Instability TV, just the letters TV. The same thing for our Instagram. And then our Facebook is Instability the TV show. We post on there. We post casting calls on there. We're going to be casting if we can make these shows, if we can make these episodes happen, we'll be casting. We post updates on there. We post our show promo. We'll have teasers soon, and we're really excited to release finally, and we want to bring people to see it. We want people to watch it. We want to make this art, and we're hoping that we can ask you for your help. Thank you for listening. You have no idea what it means. Hope all is well with you.